Please join me in a round of applause for conductor Dr. Robert Clevin and the Del Monte Brass Band. Ladies and gentlemen, as able, please stand for the presentation of colors and the invocation. Color Guard, parade the colors. Color Guard, retire the colors.
Line, base. Forward, march.
Chaplain, Lieutenant Commander Aaron Chacoin will now deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. As we gather here today to celebrate the graduation of these distinguished individuals from the Naval Postgraduate School, we thank you for the opportunity to learn, sharpen, and hone our skills throughout our professional careers. I'm especially thankful that in this ever-changing world, NPS has provided the opportunity for our military leaders to receive defense-focused graduate education to advance operational effectiveness, technological leadership, and the warfighting advantage of the naval service through these graduates. It is my prayer that you would instill in each one of these men and women being recognized today the knowledge that the real work begins now as they apply the skills that they have learned to the betterment of our nation and its allies. God, just as you always remain faithful to us, we thank you for the graduates and their faithfulness in pursuing their degrees. Lord, I ask that you continue to give them strength to endure and bless each one of them in their future endeavors, and that you use them as the transformative leaders in the respective fields. Please bless each one of them and their families today as we pause to celebrate this amazing accomplishment of your graduation. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, chaps. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Naval Postgraduate School's Spring Quarter Commencement Ceremony. I'm the Dean of Students, Captain Shane Stoughton, and I'm proud to be your host today, and I'm equally proud of these graduating students. Joining President Rondeau and Provost Carlisle on the stage is our distinguished guest speaker, Lieutenant General William Bowers, Deputy Commandant for Manpower and Reserve Affairs. We are also honored to have senior leaders from our global allies and partners with us today. I would like to take a moment to welcome them as they represent the partnership between their countries and ours. Please stand when you hear your name and hold applause until the end. Mr. Theo Kittis, Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany, San Francisco. Ms. Monica Purba, Indonesia Council for Information and Sociocultural Affairs, San Francisco, and staff. Commander Chi Wen Kei, Assistant Naval Attaché, Defense Mission, Taiwan, and 2014 MPS alumnus, Applied Physics of Combat Systems, and spouse. Also joining us on stage are our academic chairs and NPS senior military leadership, whose dedication and expertise have been instrumental in shaping the education and development of our graduates. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Matt Carlisle, Acting Provost of the Naval Postgraduate School.
Thank you, Dean of Students and President Rondeau, and good morning, graduates, families and friends of our graduates, colleagues, and distinguished guests. Thank you for being here with us today. I'd like to talk to you briefly about lifelong learning, of which your graduate degrees today are but one part. First, congratulations on your graduation. This is an accomplishment you should be proud of, and I hope you get to savor it in the brief time you have before you start your next round of learning and growing. Lifelong learning is something we educators like to discuss at graduations. When I was attending my own, it always conjured images of having my nose in a book or reading journal articles no matter where I was in my career and my life. But I learned very quickly that it is way more than that. It is almost always an interactive process. Talking with people, checking a few sources, asking questions, writing some things down and getting feedback from trusted colleagues, or working on a team to solve a new problem and learning something new along the way. Realizing all the ways in which lifelong learning happens and could manifest itself was eye-opening. But the biggest insight for me was that this lifelong learning business is not a one-way street. I realized I was not the only learner in the process, and I was not just learning. The people around me from whom I was learning were also learning from me in the things that I was doing. Lifelong learning is not, in general, a solitary activity. You could keep reading books and journal articles, watching YouTube videos on how to do things, and keep learning things on your own, and I hope you do. But there are so many more ways to keep learning. And as leaders, you will continue to find yourself involved in lifelong teaching. I'm still learning, and I still love it. I always have. In my time at NPS, I have found it so rewarding because of the colleagues I have who continue to work with me and teach me as we go. I know each of you has learned a lot while you were here. Believe me, you've certainly taught the faculty a lot while you were here as well, and your classmates along the way. I hope you embrace lifelong learning and lifelong teaching as your careers and lives continue. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
It is now my honor to introduce the President of the Naval Postgraduate School, Vice Admiral Retired Anne Rondeau, United States Navy.
Well, good morning. It's great to have all of you here. This is a large class, about 340 students. This is about you today. But as military and civilian leaders, you know that no person does everything alone, and no problem is solved by one discipline. So for all of the families and the friends and the coaches and the teachers and the staff here who you know and don't know, I ask you to rise to give them a round of applause. So, thank you very much. So while we do, there we go. While we do graduations throughout the year, the June graduation tends to be our largest, and in 2 weeks it will be one of our most special, so I want to be able to talk about that in a minute. But look at your programs, please, and turn to the page about our international students. and the countries from which they hail on this particular class and graduation. And with our international students and our guests, I'm going to ask for a bit of indulgence. Because within about a week and a half to 2 weeks, the United States of America will be celebrating its 250th anniversary and birthday. As the oldest constitutional democracy continuously ever on the globe. We need to be proud of that as Americans and as citizens of the world, but also citizens of this nation, that this is a great nation. But we are very much a work in progress. If you look at our evolution as a country, the extraordinary thing is what happened with the revolutionaries, the founders of the country, and to which they were committed imperfectly. We have this ideal of our nation. It is an ideal that we're proud to have. And as professionals and as parents, as anybody, as a human being, you want to have something greater than where you are to which to strive. And I think about the marvel of America. It's not only that the marvel that we exist and have lasted through all the noise of our history, but it is a marvel that generation after generation, we have answered the call of action to freedom. My husband and I are watching a series on World War II, and I am an historian by discipline and by avocation and by love, a passion of history. And we have been watching that history about World War II and how truly global that war was. And how not quite certain the United States was about wanting to be involved. But you think about what happened in 1776, and there was friction, argument then too. Should we separate? Should we stay? What are the actions that we most admire? It was the independence and the dignity of the human being. And as imperfectly as we practiced that, we had that ideal in front of us. So that when Abraham Lincoln came about, and we had the Civil War that brought these people together against each other, he was committed that one of the reasons why that war had to happen was to continue the perfection and the efforts and the hard work of this democracy. And so he called in the end of his famous Gettysburg address, he called the nation to action, to endure with a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and they shall not perish from the earth. Other generations then answered the call. We were reluctant in World War II, and we did what we could to stay out of it. But at some point, the call of freedom rang out, and the American citizens went to war. Those who did industry and business, who helped the American military and the Europeans and everybody else to also answer that call. And we had a president who remembered that call, John F. Kennedy, who said famously, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." So think about that. And these are the kinds of experiences that a nation who understands error and redemption can do through the freedom of its people to understand what this was about. This constitutional democracy leading the way towards the dignity of humankind. And then famously, we all know that President Reagan challenged the Soviet Union when he said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear this wall down." And indeed, The Berlin Wall fell because lots of people, not just the United States, the human motivation toward freedom again rang out. And you think about history and great moments sometimes. And so the next great moment for this country was a test of wills on 9/11. And again, the generation rose to answer a call of national unity in a way that had not been seen for quite a while. We had gone through the divisions of the Vietnam era, and we were a little bit fractured, but 9/11 came, and the unfinished work of American unity continued. So I would say to all of you, you graduate in a world of rapid change, technologically, demographically, strategically, globally, and the emerging challenges will shape the future of security and prosperity for decades to come. But I'm always heartened by a graduation here, and this is what I say to every class. Do not ever believe it when somebody says that you are a future leader. He or she's wrong. You are a leader now and today. And you should expect of yourself the very best of being the leader now. And a follower who is very good in being able to react to and be able to support the leaders in front of you. You are a leader now, and that is the point. And you were a leader when you said, "I do solemnly swear." You're never a leader of the future if you're not a leader now. And so 2 days ago, we had the absolute honor and privilege and energy and joy to welcome back to our campus Captain Victor Glover. He was one of the astronauts on Artemis II. He is extraordinary, and he was a graduate of NPS. And interestingly, the last astronaut to have his feet on the moon was Gene Cernan, also an NPS graduate. But when you listen to Captain Glover over and over and over again, he talked about how the Artemis culture is different in many ways, but one way is an absolute devotion to duty and to unity. His notion of unity was about, and again, our duty towards that unity was profound. It informs everything that he is about, and informs everything that team was about, and that the country rests upon the unity of teams to be able to come through to success. And so here at NPS, the faculty, the administrators, they too have reached certain heights. They're the heights that you, and if you listen to the provost, the learner-teacher heights that bring you both up in some spectacular way. And education and understanding research and being able to ask why, how, what, and when to everything that you're doing at a sophisticated level of high-quality graduate knowledge is our mission. So through your theses and your dissertations, through your hard nights and hard days, through your stresses and your uncertainties and your certainties to be certain that your certainty is really good, all those things will have direct relevance to all of you, whether or not you are civilians or you are military going to the fleet or the force, to your countries and in homeland defense. And so while we say the NPS is where science meets the art of warfare, and the art of warfare is you. Because what we have as skills also depends upon our instincts, our intuition, our persistence, our resilience, our character, our trust. That's about you. Because the skills that we develop need to be wrapped around some core values of what we stand for as human beings who do believe in trying to deter war in trying to do things differently toward the prosperity of the country. So, congratulations, and we're going to have a chance to celebrate you very soon. But one of the things that NPS is very proud of, and our faculty are very proud of, is that we are higher education in support of the warfighter. So Lieutenant General Bill Bowers, and I'm going to come back to this in a minute now, truly believes in this place. The very first week that I got here, he asked for a Teams call, and I had never met the general, and he was the president of Marine Corps University. And he leaned heavily into the screen and the monitor and said, NPS is a science and technology treasure and resource for the Marine Corps. I'm going to ask for more, I'm going to ask for deeper, and I'm going to ask for better because I need that from you. Well, that was a clarion call to service. And so his authenticity about being here is not just about him here today. He's been on this journey for his entire time as a general in the Corps. And he's dedicated more than 3 decades of service to his country. So, higher education, faculty, and a warfighter. I got an email yesterday from Dr. Jamie McMahon. Now, Dr. McMahon is a fabulous oceanographer. He's just a very happy guy in his world of teaching about ocean sciences and everything about the oceans. And this is his email to me yesterday morning at 7:40 a.m. Admiral, it's a small world. I ended up surfing with Bill Bowers, your commencement speaker, at 5:30 this morning. Turns out, he's friends with one of my usual Dawn Patrol surfing buddies. After a larger set came through, we pointed out that he was caught up in a rip current, and we suggested that he paddle out of it in order to come back to the beach. This is an occupational hazard of surfing with an oceanographer who studied rip currents for his PhD. This is higher ed in support of the warfighter. So this is a general and a leader who just is enjoyable because of his own joy about serving his country. He's got energy, and I watch this man, and I am around him. And if I had the opportunity to serve with him in combat, that would have been an honor and a pleasure because this man will always win. General, over to you, sir.
Well, thank you, Admiral Rondeau, and thank you for your inspiring leadership of this national treasure. You know, Admiral Rondeau's commitment to excellence, to producing outstanding warrior scholars who will make an impact in our joint force has infused every aspect of this wonderful institution. So, ma'am, thank you for your continued leadership. But a round of applause for our Naval Postgraduate School president. And I'd be remiss. Thank you, Professor Jamie McMahon, for ensuring I made it to my appointed place of duty this morning. If you do insist on going surfing at a Solomar on a heavy day, it pays to go with an oceanography professor from Naval Postgraduate School who got their PhD in studying rip currents. Thank you, Professor McMahon. Well, good morning, distinguished faculty, honored guests, family members, friends, coalition partners, and most importantly, graduates of the Naval Postgraduate School class of 2026. To the 393 total graduates here today, representing the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Army, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, the Space Force, government civilians, and 18 partner nations. Congratulations on your extraordinary achievement. You arrived here as operators, planners, engineers, analysts, aviators, communicators, cyber professionals, logisticians, most importantly, warfighters. Today, you're leaving something with much more valuable, the ability to think critically and differently about the future of warfare, and this matters now more than ever. The strategic environment you're graduating into is changing rapidly. Artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, autonomous systems, increasing space capabilities, data-driven decision-making are rapidly reshaping how militaries operate across every domain. The margin between success and failure, always small, is shrinking. The side that learns, adapts, innovates faster will hold the advantage and win. At the same time, the world feels increasingly unstable. Europe is rearming in response to Russia's war in Ukraine. The Middle East, as always, remains volatile. Across the Indo-Pacific, persistent tension is the new normal. That's the environment you're graduating into today. And if there's one institution that's purpose-built for moments like this, it's the Naval Postgraduate School. Naval Postgraduate School is not simply another military institution. As Admiral Rondeau pointed out, it's our nation's premier STEM-focused military graduate school and one of the few places where operational experience is marbled together with advanced scientific inquiry in direct support of our national security. The Institute for Regional and International Studies concentrates on the non-STEM fields, but it's equally vital to our national security are marbled together with all of you. Throughout its history, this institution has repeatedly proven that intellectual advantage is real combat power. The story of this school itself is a lesson in strategic foresight. As many of you know, in 1939, then Rear Admiral Chester Nimitz learned that the Navy's mobilization plans for war called for the immediate shuttering of both the Naval War College and the Naval Postgraduate School on D-Day, with the assumption that every instructor and every student would need to be rushed back to the fleet as quick as possible. Nimitz was horrified, and that is indeed the right word, and immediately canceled these plans. Why? Because he foresaw that modern warfare had become too technologically complex to fight without deeply educated leaders. Radar, sonar, cryptology, submarine warfare, signals intelligence. Nimitz and the first president of the Naval Postgraduate School, Admiral Ernest King, foresaw these technologies coming and fast. These were no longer supporting functions, they would ultimately determine victory. Officers educated in technologies like radar and sonar helped turn the tide in the Battle of the Atlantic, while officers who learned cryptology ultimately cracked the enemy's communications codes. Those breakthroughs did not occur by accident. They required officers capable of understanding complex scientific concepts and translating them into real operational advantage. The Naval Postgraduate School played an important role in developing these technical expertise. Long before terms like artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, autonomous systems entered our vocabulary, Naval Postgraduate School is helping to educate the officer engineers who would bridge the gap between laboratory innovation and fleet operations. Nimitz understood that technology would never be enough, too. Victory would ultimately depend on leaders who could understand it, employ it, and adapt it faster than the adversary. In sum, he knew leaders had to think critically. So after World War II, Admiral Nimitz became the chief of naval operations and recognized that the future of warfare would demand even greater technical expertise from military leaders than the war they had just won. And one of his first priorities was to secure a home for the Naval Postgraduate School. So how about Admiral Nimitz, planner of the victory at Midway, adapter of the Combat Information Center after the naval battles of Guadalcanal, architect of victory in the Pacific, chief of naval operations, but securing 685 acres on the beautiful Monterey Peninsula to establish a permanent home for the Naval Postgraduate School. How about that as an achievement? Yes, Admiral Nimitz established this campus here on beautiful Monterey to become one of the world's premier centers for military graduate education. And this investment continues to pay dividends today. Students and faculty here are developing applied AI tools for operational problems, advancing counter-drone technologies, exploring autonomous systems, operational data science, advanced manufacturing, cyber capabilities, and the integration of space operations into everything we do. This campus is indeed a laboratory for military innovation, and these technologies will only matter if leaders like you are able to translate them into real operational capabilities when you get out to operational units. Few people can fully understand a commander's challenges, a service member's workload, an analyst's model, an engineer's architecture all at the same time, but you can. That makes you invaluable to your services. It also means your voice are going to matter more than you realize, and you're going to punch way above your weight. The true measure of an institution is not its buildings, laboratories, or curriculums. It's the graduates that it produces and what those leaders carry back to our joint operating forces. And the intellectual capital generated here at MPS has shaped every domain of modern warfare and impacted every service, underscoring that Naval Postgraduate School is now a truly joint institution. For example, young Army Captain Keith Alexander earned 2 master's degrees here, where he developed vital expertise in signals intelligence and electronic countermeasures. Of course, General Keith Alexander would go on to become the first commander of the United States Cyber Command and director of the National Security Agency. Air Force Lieutenant John Gordon earned his master's degree in physics here before serving as Deputy Director of Central Intelligence and later Homeland Security Advisor to the President. Gordon's career demonstrates how scientific expertise, intelligence, and national security increasingly intersect in the modern world. Marine Corps Major Bob Work, who earned his master's degree in space systems operations, and his thesis is still classified, earned the rank of colonel before becoming the Deputy Secretary of Defense. His leadership helped shape the department's 3rd offset strategy and advanced thinking on artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, man-machine teaming, all concepts that continue to influence how we prepare for future conflict. And perhaps no graduate better illustrates the power of ideas developed at MPS than Navy's own Lieutenant Commander Bill McRaven. During his time here in the early 1990s, he did not merely complete a course of study, he helped forge an entirely new way of thinking about special operations. Recognizing a gap in our strategic framework, he was instrumental in establishing the special operations and low-intensity conflict curriculum here at MPS. His master's thesis, The Theory of Special Operations, examined how small elite units could achieve decisive strategic effects against larger entrenched adversaries. His work became a foundational text for military professionals around the world and influences how special operations are conducted today. McRaven, of course, became commander of Special Operations Command, where he was the operational architect of Operation Neptune Spear, the mission that located and killed Osama bin Laden. Keith Alexander did not know he would help build America's cyber force. John Gordon did not know he would advise presidents on Homeland Security. Bob Work did not know he would help shape the department's approach to artificial intelligence and autonomous systems with the 3rd offset strategy. And Bill McRaven certainly didn't know that a thesis written in Monterey would influence how militaries around the world thought about special operations. They approached their education with curiosity, discipline, and a commitment to solving hard problems. Most importantly, like all of you, they thought critically. Now all of you have the same opportunity to put the intellectual capacity you've amassed here to work. The challenges you'll face are different than those faced by your predecessors, but you now got what it takes to get out there and succeed. In fact, as I was reading Albert Rondeau's annual report this morning and talking to some students yesterday, many of you haven't even waited to graduate until making real contributions to our operating forces. In fact, hearing about what some of you have accomplished while you're here is eye-watering. So as you leave Monterey, measure success by the people you help, the problems that you help solve, the ideas you're able to turn into real capability for the warfighter. Somewhere in this class is a future fleet commander, a future service chief, a future innovator, a future ambassador, a future cyber leader, likely a future civilian tech leader, a future architect of capabilities we can't yet imagine. In sum, it's up to you. You're lifelong learners now, as your provost pointed out, and you're our Joint Forces thinkers now. As our 29th Commandant, General Al Gray, liked to say, it doesn't cost any money to think. So you're now ready to get out there and do what the MPS president, Albert Rondeau, challenged you all to do when you matriculated here, to extend the reach and increase the focus of defense and naval education, to increase the impact of your applied research, to lead naval innovation in collaborative ecosystems connecting warrior scholars with academia and industry. The Joint Force, our nations, indeed all of us, are counting on your expertise, so it's time to get after it. Congratulations, good luck, and Semper Fidelis.
I would now like to invite President Rondeau and Provost Carlisle to join General Bowers for conferring the degrees upon our doctoral candidates. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy please stand and proceed to the platform?
The Doctor of Philosophy degree is the highest earned academic credential for research awarded by universities in the United States. Today, these 4 candidates join the ranks of those who have earned this distinction at NPS, marking a significant milestone in their academic and professional careers. Will Naval Officer Commander Richard Thompson, the candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, please cross the stage? The title of Commander Thompson's dissertation is Automated Neurosymbolic Language to Logic Translation Grounded in an Ontology. Commander Thompson's dissertation supervisor is Dr. Adam Pease, represented today by Dr. Neil Rowe. Commander Thompson's dissertation explores how large language models can better translate everyday English into formal logic that computers can understand and reason with. His research developed methods for generating large amounts of high-quality synthetic training data, improving accuracy, grammar, and logical consistency. This work advances the ability of AI systems to process specialized languages and apply structured reasoning. President Rondeau, I present to you Commander Richard Thompson. He has completed all requirements prescribed by the faculty and is recommended for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science.
By the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Will Naval Officer Commander Victor Dino, the candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Security Studies, please cross the stage? The title of Commander Dino's dissertation is NATO Maritime Strategy 1986 to 2025. Commander Dino's dissertation supervisor is Dr. Daniel Moran. Commander Dino's dissertation explores the evolution of NATO's maritime strategy since the end of the Cold War. His research examines how NATO adopted from countering the Soviet Union to addressing the more complex challenges posed by modern Russia across the Black Sea, Mediterranean, Baltic Sea, and High North. The work highlights the continuing importance of forward defense, deterrence, and readiness in today's maritime environment. President Rondeau, I present to you Commander Dino. He has completed all requirements prescribed by the faculty and is recommended for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Security Studies.
By the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree, the Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Will Naval Officer Lieutenant Commander Alfonso Shakitano, the candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, please cross the stage? The title of Lieutenant Commander Shakitano's dissertation is Mission-Centric Design Optimization for Vision-Based Tracking in Constrained Environments. Lieutenant Commander Shakitano's dissertation supervisor is Dr. Sean Krageland. Lieutenant Commander Shakitano's dissertation develops a mission planning framework for designing a low-cost, uncrewed aircraft teams conducting intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance when GPS is unavailable. His work synthesizes optimal path planning, information theory, and novel sensor modeling to improve how UAV teams fly, sense, and coordinate under operational constraints, demonstrating scalable, resilient alternatives to complex surveillance systems. Lieutenant Commander Shakitano is also the recipient of the American Society of Naval Engineers Award for Excellence in Naval Engineering. President Rondeau, I present to you Lieutenant Commander Alfonso Shakitano. He has completed all requirements prescribed by the faculty and is recommended for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering.
By the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Will Marine Corps Officer Major Christopher Teska, the candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Research, please cross the stage? The title of Major Teska's dissertation is Geometric Analysis of Deep Neural Networks. Major Teska's dissertation supervisor is Dr. Ruriko Yoshida. Major Teska's dissertation explores how tropical algebra, a mathematical approach based on maximization and addition, can improve deep learning systems. His research applied these methods to image classification, reasoning models, and phylogenetic analyses, improving performance on complex optimization and decision-making tasks. The work advances more efficient and capable artificial intelligence models for challenging computational problems. President Rondeau, I present to you Major Teska. He has completed all requirements prescribed by the faculty and is recommended for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Research.
By the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Please join me in a round of applause for our doctoral graduates. Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Engineering, Master of Science, and Master of Systems Analysis please stand?
President Rondeau, I present to you these candidates. After consideration of their academic accomplishments, the Academic Council will recommend them for their master's degrees as specified.
General, what do you think? Okay. Upon the recommendation of the Academic Council, I will, by the authority vested in me, confer upon you and them their masters as specified, with all their rights, their privileges, and the responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
As the first row of candidates approach the platform, remaining candidates, please be seated. Of this quarter's graduating class of 405 students, 102 have also earned their command and staff diploma from the Joint Professional Military Education Program sponsored by the Naval War College and the United States Marine Corps College of Distance Education and Training. In addition to the degrees conferred today, the Naval Postgraduate School recognizes exceptional student achievement through a number of distinguished awards. These honors highlight outstanding scholarship, research, and service within this quarter's graduating class. Please welcome Mr. Rich Patterson of the NPS Foundation and Alumni Association to present the first awards. Master of Science in Defense Financial Management with distinction, recipient of the Gary Laughlin Patriot Award, the Naval Postgraduate School Superior Service Award, the Surface Navy Association's Award for Excellence in Surface Warfare Research, the Conrad Scholar Award for Academic Excellence in Financial Management, and the Distinguished Professor Kenneth J. Yuski's Dean's Medal for Innovative Contribution to National Defense, Lieutenant Spencer James Scott Harris, United States Navy. Master of Science in Defense Contract Management with distinction, recipient of the Lewis D. Liskin Award for Excellence in Defense Management, Major Jeremiah Dalton Dye, United States Marine Corps. Master of Science in Modeling Virtual Environments and Simulation with outstanding thesis, recipient of the NPS Foundation and U.S. Naval Institute Annual Essay Contest Award, and the Commander George L. Phillips Modeling Virtual Environments and Simulation Award, Lieutenant Mary Rassicott, United States Navy. Master of Arts in Security Studies, Middle East and Sub-Saharan Africa, with distinction and outstanding thesis, Lewis D. Liskin Award for Excellence in Regional Security Studies, Lieutenant Commander Robert Clavin, United States Navy. Master of Arts in Security Studies, Middle East and Sub-Saharan Africa, recipient of the Outstanding U.S. Air Force Graduate Award, Department of National Security Affairs, Major Gregory Livingston, United States Air Force. Master of Arts in Security Studies, Civil Military Relations, recipient of the International Student Award for Excellence in Regional Security Studies, Major Malik Hassam Sadiq, Pakistan Army. Master of Science in Operations Research, recipient of the Tyler National Security Research Award, Major Kevin Updike, United States Army. Master of Science in Space Systems Operations, recipient of the Admiral William Edgar Moffett Space Systems Award, Major William Harvey Cunningham, United States Marine Corps. Master of Science in Defense Analysis, Irregular Warfare, recipient of the Air Force Association Award for Outstanding U.S. Air Force Student, Master Sergeant Dennis Kelch, United States Air Force. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering and Master of Science in Computer Science with distinction, recipient of the Air Force Association Award for Advancement of Aerospace Studies, the Naval Postgraduate School Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for International Student, and the John McReynolds Wozencraft Electrical and Computer Engineering Academic Award, Lieutenant J.G. Vasilios Kolungis, Hellenic Navy. Master of Science in Defense Analysis, Irregular Warfare, recipient of the Association of the U.S. Army, General Joseph W. Stilwell Chapter, Award for Outstanding Army Student, Lieutenant Colonel Brian Gomez, United States Army. Master of Science in Information Technology Management, recipient of the Marine Corps Association Superior Service Award for Outstanding U.S. Marine Student, and the Rear Admiral Grace Murray Hopper Information Technology Management Award, Major Alexander Larson, United States Marine Corps. Master of Science in Defense Contract Management with distinction, recipient of the Naval Supply Systems Command Award for Academic Excellence in Management, Lieutenant Commander Christopher Abel, United States Navy. Master of Science in Management Manpower Systems Analysis, recipient of the Department of Defense Management Outstanding International Student Award, Commander Dominic Willibald Andegifer, German Navy. Master of Science in Defense Financial Management, recipient of the Conrad Scholar Award for Academic Excellence in Financial Management, Lieutenant Michael Gonzalez, United States Navy. Master of Science in Defense Financial Management, Outstanding Thesis, recipient of the Conrad Scholar Award for Academic Excellence in Financial Management, Ensign Cullen Michael Johnson, United States Navy. Congratulations. Master of Science in Defense Financial Management with distinction, recipient of the Department of the Navy Award for Academic Excellence in Financial Management, Lieutenant Commander Michelo Joseph, United States Navy. Master of Science in Defense Program Management with distinction, recipient of the Distinguished Professor Kenneth J. Yuski's Dean's Medal for Innovative Contribution to National Defense, the Department of Defense Management, and the Army Acquisition Corps Award for Scholastic Achievement, Captain Matthew Jameson Last, United States Army. Master of Science in Defense Contract Management with distinction, recipient of the Commander Philip A. Murphy Sweet Memorial Award for Excellence in Acquisition, Lieutenant Commander Sherrod Lewis Sidney, United States Navy. Master of Science in Defense Logistics Management, Outstanding Thesis, recipient of the Rear Admiral Donald R. Eaton Logistics Award for Outstanding Achievement, Lieutenant Commander Marissa Liu, United States Navy. Master of Science in Defense Financial Management, recipient of the Conrad Scholar Award for Academic Excellence in Financial Management, Lieutenant Joseph Ruppel, United States Navy. Master of Science in Cyber Systems and Operations with Outstanding Thesis, and recipient of the Fleet Cyber Command Award for Academic Achievement in Cyber Operations, Lieutenant Destiny Lortz, United States Navy. Master of Science in Engineering Science, Electrical Engineering, recipient of the Surface Navy Association's Award for Excellence in Surface Warfare Research, Lieutenant Lorsley Devalon, United States Navy. Master of Science in Network Operations and Technology, recipient of the Network Operations and Technology Outstanding Graduate Award, Lieutenant Quentin Vidal, United States Navy. Master of Science in Astronautical Engineering with Outstanding Thesis, recipient of the Commander Naval Air Forces Award for Excellence in Aviation Warfare and the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering Award for Highest Academic Achievement in Aerospace Engineering, Ensign Sarah Catherine Ames, United States Navy. Master of Science in Astronautical Engineering with Outstanding Thesis, recipient of the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering Award for Highest Academic Achievement in Aerospace Engineering, Ensign Cameron August, United States Navy. Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering with distinction, recipient of the Naval Sea Systems Command Award in Naval Mechanical Engineering, Lieutenant Brian Edwards, United States Navy. Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, recipient of the Surface Navy Association's Award for Excellence in Surface Warfare Research, Lieutenant Evan Daniel Humphreys, United States Navy. Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering with Outstanding Thesis, recipient of the Admiral James D. Watkins Submarine Technical Excellence in Applied Mechanical Engineering and Design, Ensign Tristan Ritter, United States Navy. Master of Science in Meteorology and Physical Oceanography, recipient of the Oceanography Navy Award for Outstanding Academic Performance in Meteorology and Oceanography, Lieutenant Commander Lawrence Valentino Wilson III, United States Navy. Master of Science in Operations Research, recipient of the Chief of Naval Operations Awards for Excellence in Operations Research, Captain John Buck, Jr., United States Marine Corps. Master of Science in Operations Research, recipient of the Military Operations Research Society Stephen A. Tisdale Graduate Research Award, Captain Jordan Packer, United States Marine Corps. Master of Science in Applied Physics, recipient of the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory Award for Excellence in Applied Physics Research, Ensign Demetrius Sean Bush, United States Navy. Master of Science in Systems Engineering, recipient of the Naval Sea Systems Command Award for Excellence in Systems Engineering, Lieutenant J.F. Friesen, United States Navy. Master of Science in Space Systems Operations, recipient of the Surface Navy Awards Association's Award for Excellence in Surface Warfare Research, Lieutenant Brandon Parmley, United States Navy. Master of Science in Space System Operations with distinction, recipient of the Space Systems Operations Award for Academic Excellence, Captain George Thomas Zolovic, United States Marine Corps. Master of Science in Space Systems Operations, recipient of the Kiwanis Club of Monterey Outstanding International Student Award, Captain Fabricio de Fiscana Viani, Brazilian Air Force. Master of Art in Security Studies, Homeland Security and Defense, recipient of the Naval Postgraduate School Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for Civilian Student, Ms. Denise Black Youngling, Department of the Navy.
Congratulations, Denise.
Master of Arts in Security Studies, Western Hemisphere, recipient of the Foreign Area Officer Association Award for Excellence in International Affairs, Lieutenant Matthew Kostouris, United States Navy. Master of Arts in Security Studies, Homeland Security and Defense with distinction. Recipient of the Curtis H. Butch Straub Achievement Award for graduates of the Center for Homeland Defense and Security's Master's Degree Program. Ms. Christine Adams, Transportation Security Administration. That concludes our awardees. Moving on to the other students. The students receiving a Master of Science in Contract Management, Commander Jason Lacey, United States Navy Reserve. Mr. Daniel Jones, Department of the Air Force. Ms. Kelsey Couts, Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency. Mr. Robert Manatona, Department of the Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Defense Contract Management, Lieutenant Commander Nathan Corder, United States Navy. Lieutenant Matthew Robert Kenyon, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Tayuka Mastuda, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Matthew John Miller, United States Navy with distinction. Lieutenant Commander Dustin Dennis Nolcamper, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Christopher Lee Runge, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Wave Ryder, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander James Harvey Weigel, United States Navy. Captain Chandra Meadows, United States Army, outstanding thesis. Major Matthew Brian Teeple, United States Army, outstanding thesis. Students receiving a Master of Science in Defense Financial Management, Ensign Allison Jean Adams, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Douglas Anderson, United States Navy. Lieutenant Samuel Choi, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Commander Brent Tsukasa Natsuhara, United States Navy. Ensign Gavin Nielsen, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Stephen Helm Olszewski, United States Navy. Ensign Ethan Lewis Ong, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Joanna Reed, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Lolita Rokina Russell, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Anthony Dwayne Webb, Jr., United States Navy. Ensign Christian Soldier Welch, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Defense Program Management, Ensign Emily Rose Kasanovich, United States Navy. Ensign Amelia Ann Sachs, United States Navy. Ensign Sun Min Tran, United States Navy. Major Richard Robert Blakesley, United States Army. Major Zachary Brittenham, United States Army. Major Evan D. Hearn, United States Army. Captain Robert Heath, United States Army. Captain Sean Michael Scally, Jr., United States Army. Commander Robert Kovalok, German Navy. Colonel Arnel Iparba Pahatetico, Philippine Air Force. Major Justin Tabuso, Philippine Marine Corps. Students receiving a Master of Science in Program Management, Lieutenant J.G. Michael Robert Burns II, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Dylan Carparo, United States Navy. Lieutenant Julio Lopez, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Joseph Patrick Morrison, United States Navy. Ms. Christine Chavez, Department of the Navy. Master of Science in Applied Mathematics with distinction and outstanding thesis, Captain Joseph Moreland, United States Army. Students receiving a Master of Science in Computer Science, Lieutenant Tony Cisneros, United States Navy. Ensign Marshall Eubanks, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Marshall Liu, United States Navy. Lieutenant Niles Van Tassel, United States Navy. Master of Science in Cyber Systems and Operations, Lieutenant Colonel Li Wu Zhan, LJ, Heemstra, Royal Netherlands Army. Students receiving a Master of Science in Modeling Virtual Environments and Simulation, Major Sean Floater, United States Army. Major Tan Tai, United States Army. Major Evan Amen, United States Marine Corps. With distinction, Captain John Finnegan, United States Marine Corps. Captain Joshua Lampy, United States Marine Corps. Captain Isaac Patterson, United States Marine Corps. Colonel Marcio Nakano, Brazilian Air Force. Captain Itay Reich, Israeli Air Force. Lieutenant J.G. Nurullah Sarakana, Turkish Navy. With outstanding thesis, Major Dominic Peter Schwindling, German Army. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Applied Design for Innovation and Master of Arts in Security Studies, Combating Terrorism, Policy and Strategy. Master Sergeant Matthew Garst, United States Marine Corps, with distinction. Master of Science in Applied Design for Innovation, Master Sergeant John Richmond, United States Air Force. Students receiving a Master of Science in Defense Analysis, Irregular Warfare, Lieutenant Commander Ishmael Kwame Aligama Ogama, Ghana Navy. Lieutenant Commander Ciprian Klipa, Romanian Special Operations Forces, with distinction. Captain Jürgen Granberg, Norwegian Armed Forces, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Colonel Yevgen Kovalchuk, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces, outstanding thesis. Major Timo Loyenga, Netherlands Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Surya Sampantharat, Royal Thai Army. Lieutenant Colonel Christian Schafrat, German Army. Lieutenant Colonel Franco Servidad, Philippine Army. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Defense Analysis of Regular Warfare and Master of Science in Defense Logistics Management with outstanding thesis, Commander Paul Zugabe, Lebanese Navy. Colonel Mikita Zhuiko, Ukrainian Ground Forces, with distinction. Students receiving a Master of Science in Information Strategy and Political Warfare, Colonel Ashraf Amdour, Jordanian Armed Forces. Major Pin Xuan Lin, Taiwan Army. Lieutenant Muhammad Fifta Towan Lubis, Indonesian Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, Ensign Jadiel Arana, United States Navy. Ensign Yvonne Fu, United States Navy. Ensign David Patrick Hill, United States Navy. Lieutenant Ryan Iverson, United States Navy. Dual degree recipient, students receiving a Master of Science in Electrical Engineering and a Master of Science in Applied Mathematics. Lieutenant J.G. David Christian Jepson, United States Navy. Ensign Alan Tiglo Merrill, Jr., United States Navy. Ensign Joseph Earl Oster, United States Navy. Ensign Mila Reardon, United States Navy. Captain Casey Michael Colleen, United States Marine Corps, outstanding thesis. Students receiving a Master of Science in Applied Cyber Operations, Chief Petty Officer Donald McCandless, United States Navy, with distinction. Petty Officer First Class Justin Wyatt Phillips, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Students receiving a Master of Science in Cyber Systems and Operations, Lieutenant Faith Ashkan, United States Navy. Lieutenant Faith Manzoza and Sunsikone, United States Navy. Ensign Sebastian Klinsevich, United States Navy. Lieutenant J.G. Corbin O'Bannon, United States Navy. Ensign Aiden Unsamon, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Information Technology Management, Captain Alex Angle, United States Marine Corps. Captain Kirby Battle, United States Marine Corps. Captain Nicholas Coleman, United States Marine Corps. Captain Joshua Gillen, United States Marine Corps, outstanding thesis. Captain Ansel Gustafson, United States Marine Corps. Captain Griffin Hedrick, United States Marine Corps, outstanding thesis. Captain Jonathan McClellan, United States Marine Corps. Captain Harrison Naughton, United States Marine Corps. Captain Thomas Sun, United States Marine Corps, with distinction. Students receiving a Master of Science in Information Warfare Systems Engineering, Captain Elizabeth Drake, United States Marine Corps. Captain Edward Fiorentino, United States Marine Corps. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Information Warfare Systems Engineering and Master of Science in Applied Cyber Operations, with distinction and outstanding thesis, Major Daniel Geerling, United States Marine Corps. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Information Warfare Systems Engineering and Master of Science in Computer Science, Captain Rajpal Singh Golwar, United States Marine Corps. Captain Justin Lindstrom, United States Marine Corps. Captain Rennell Marshall, United States Marine Corps. Captain Quinlan Preston, United States Marine Corps. Captain Stephen Vieira, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Commander Keigo Makihara, Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Information Warfare Systems Engineering and Master of Science in Operations Research with outstanding thesis, Lieutenant Nicholas Thanos, Hellenic Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Network Operations and Technology, Lieutenant Burke Checkley, United States Navy. Lieutenant Jeremy Ford, United States Navy. Lieutenant Philip Galt, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Hodgkiss, United States Navy. Lieutenant Mark Keene, United States Navy. Lieutenant Morgan Nassif, United States Navy. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Network Operations and Technology and Master of Science in Cyber Systems and Operations, Lieutenant Isaiah Nix, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Ashley Perry, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Caleb Principe Barrios, United States Navy. Lieutenant Rainer Ramos, United States Navy. Lieutenant Ryan Scott, United States Navy. Lieutenant Anthony Van Leuven, United States Navy, with distinction. Students receiving a Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Ensign Christopher Michael Bertels, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Ensign Ryan Rajapaksha, United States Navy. Ensign Tyler Sickler, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Astronautical Engineering, Lieutenant Commander Mohammed Kamil Bahadar, United States Navy. Ensign Ethan Chebby, United States Navy. Lieutenant Sabrina Jang, United States Navy. Ensign Jeremy Lee Joe, United States Navy. Lieutenant Jared Jubert, United States Navy. Ensign Andrew Jensen Olson, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Joseph Torsha, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Lieutenant Precious Kaluya Kuwaikong, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Anna Elfstaway, United States Navy. Master of Science in Engineering Systems, Astronautical Engineering, Ensign Chandler Allen Bass, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Ensign Zachary David Dudley, United States Navy. Ensign Keegan Michael Elder, United States Navy. Lieutenant Gage Gormley, United States Navy. Lieutenant J.G. Mark Patrick Hartman, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Ensign Alexander Joseph Ludwig, United States Navy. Ensign Rachel Marie Pete McCardo, United States Navy. Lieutenant Trey Daniel Seitz, United States Navy, with distinction and outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Noah Thomas Siriani, United States Navy. Ensign Hava Serafinsky, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Ensign Solomon Woldasalasi, United States Navy. Ensign Griffin Wright, United States Navy. Captain John Joseph Rogers, Jr., United States Army. Mr. Forrest Shaner, Department of the Navy. Lieutenant Commander Kwan Jang Ong, Republic of Singapore Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Meteorology and Physical Oceanography, Lieutenant Commander John Reggie Amparo, United States Navy. Lieutenant Carmen Arnold, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Danton Bernstein, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Thomas Lee Crockett III, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Lauren Olivia Dooley, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Commander Henry Duncan, United States Navy, with distinction. Lieutenant Alan Hattelstad, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Samantha Claire Jordan, United States Navy. Lieutenant Matthew Lembo, United States Navy. Master of Science in Physical Oceanography, Ensign Noah Gabriel Nuez, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Applied Science Operations Research, Ensign Sidney Brenneman, United States Navy. Ensign Thomas Cho, United States Navy. Ensign Benjamin Eichholz, United States Navy. Ensign Stephen Kang, United States Navy. Ensign Justin Werner, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Defense Logistics Management, Lieutenant Jesse Dwaron, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Cameron Henry, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Commander Brian Ramos Diaz, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Commander Jamal Anwar, Pakistan Navy. Master of Science in Management, Major James Matson, United States Army. Students receiving a Master of Science in Operations Research, Lieutenant Commander Stuart Allison, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Ricardo Atiles, United States Navy. Major Lucas Holmes, United States Army. Major Alexander Moore, United States Army. Major Lauren Updike, United States Army. Major Kyle Ward, United States Army. Captain Chunchali Ugrunwal, United States Marine Corps. Captain Joseph Bobe, United States Marine Corps. Captain Trenton Borbo, United States Marine Corps. Captain Georgia Buck, United States Marine Corps. Captain Vadim Ivanov, United States Marine Corps. Captain Christopher Murray, United States Marine Corps. Captain Aisha Simmons, United States Marine Corps. Captain Kevin Volkov, United States Marine Corps. Captain John Whaling, United States Marine Corps. Captain Theodore Lewis, Jr., United States Air Force. Students receiving a Master of Science in Applied Physics, Ensign Isaac Edmund Abbott, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Javier Manicus Conless, United States Navy. Lieutenant Eduardo Justin Follett, United States Navy. Ensign Brandon Livelsberger, United States Navy. Ensign Justin Williams, United States Navy. Lieutenant Odysseus Patakaris, Hellenic Navy. Ensign Aiden Elijah Yoder, United States Navy. Master of Science in Engineering Systems Engineering, Ensign Trent Marshall Holdcraft, United States Navy. Master of Science in Systems Engineering, Lieutenant Joshua Lawrence Bailey, United States Navy. Ensign Max Feng, United States Navy. Lieutenant Brad Gaslin, United States Navy. Ensign Moises Hernandez, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Colin Lottie, United States Navy, with distinction. Ensign Jahi Lee, United States Navy. Ensign Wesley Stephen Murphy, United States Navy. Ensign Cole Martin Miles Phillips, United States Navy. Lieutenant Justin Romero, United States Navy. Ensign Haley Underwood, United States Navy. Lieutenant Anna Katrina Vargas, United States Navy. Ensign Creighton Wesley Wilson Williams, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander David Kent, United States Coast Guard, with distinction and outstanding thesis. Mr. William Blazier, Department of the Navy. Ms. Elisaveta Blosser, Department of the Navy. Mr. Andrew Robert Carey Goodman, Department of the Navy. Mr. Trenton Earl Kriegel, Department of the Navy. Ms. Janine Valenzuela, Department of the Navy. Major Mayor Dove, Israeli Air Force. Students receiving a Master of Science in Systems Engineering Analysis, Lieutenant Robert Risha, United States Navy. Ensign Kyle Shea, United States Navy. Lieutenant Jason Taylor, United States Navy, with distinction. Ensign Hunter Van Menyen, United States Navy. Students receiving a Master of Science in Systems Engineering Management, Captain Jared Brewer, United States Army. Major Miguel De Leon, United States Army. Major Faith Gilbertson, United States Army. Major Christian Hall, United States Army, with distinction. Major Andrew Nicolason, United States Army. Major Raul Valencia, United States Army, with distinction. Students receiving a Master of Science in Space Systems Operations, Lieutenant Alexander Beiruti, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Robert Frank DeCourt, United States Navy. Lieutenant Joshua McCowan, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Mark Merkley, United States Navy. Lieutenant Andrew John Raves, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Kelly Ryan, United States Navy. Lieutenant Jacob Stott, United States Navy, outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Nikhil Tanaparty, United States Navy. Lieutenant Marshall White, United States Navy. Captain Ryan Anthony Lochran, United States Army. Captain Shay Donnelly, United States Marine Corps. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Space Systems Operations and Master of Science in Nuclear Operations, with distinction, Captain Christopher Henderson, United States Marine Corps. Dual degree recipient, Master of Science in Space Systems Operations and Master of Science in Applied Physics, with outstanding thesis, Lieutenant Colonel Brian Neary, United States Marine Corps. Captain Cole Ryan, United States Marine Corps, outstanding thesis. Captain Keith Wright, United States Marine Corps. Students receiving a Master of Arts in Security Studies, East Asia and the Indo-Pacific, Lieutenant Mercedes Alonzo, United States Navy. Lieutenant Robert Coy, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Robert Donnelly, United States Navy. Ensign Aiden Hogan, United States Navy, Outstanding Thesis. Lieutenant Kylie Johnson, United States Navy. Lieutenant Chloe Mozingo, United States Navy. Lieutenant Landon Watts, United States Navy. Lieutenant Matthias Wilson, United States Navy. Major Brian Kiefer, United States Army. Captain Yunyi Joe, United States Army. Captain Kennedy Blanchard, United States Marine Corps. Captain William Brown, United States Marine Corps. Captain Marcus Garcia, United States Marine Corps. Captain Alexander Hornbuckle, United States Marine Corps. Captain Luke Kustra, United States Marine Corps. Captain Makoto Morita, United States Marine Corps. Captain Emily Woomer, United States Marine Corps. Captain Donovan Yard, United States Marine Corps. Students receiving a Master of Arts in Security Studies, Europe and Eurasia, Lieutenant William Ash, United States Navy. Ensign Grant Swear, United States Navy. Major Travis Vaughn, United States Army, with distinction. Major Randall Reel, II, United States Marine Corps. Students receiving a Master of Arts in Security Studies, Middle East and Sub-Saharan Africa. Ensign Stephen Hutnack, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Stephen Kinoff, United States Navy, with distinction and outstanding thesis. Lieutenant Maud Manzi, United States Navy. Ensign Belinda Nessett, United States Navy. Lieutenant Olivia Stile, United States Navy. Captain Allegra Pankratz, United States Marine Corps. Captain Justin Stone, United States Marine Corps. Captain Joshua Toohey, United States Marine Corps. Captain Simone Verrett, United States Marine Corps. Master of Arts in Security Studies, Strategic Studies, Major Scott Hendrick, United States Army. Students receiving a Master of Arts in Security Studies, Western Hemisphere, Lieutenant Jose Nava, United States Navy. Lieutenant Haiti Perez, United States Navy. Major Herman Vargas, United States Army. Students receiving a Master of Arts in Security Studies, Homeland Security and Defense, Lieutenant Lindsay Wheeler, United States Coast Guard. Mr. Alexander Abden Nabi, Cap Metro, Texas. Border Patrol Agent Elizabeth Achilles, U.S. Border Patrol, California. Ms. Hillary Alberts, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, New Jersey. Detective Michael Bia, New York City Police Department. Ms. Grace Bristol, New York City Police Department, Intelligence and Counterterrorism Bureau. Ms. Lucerno Yamilet Castaneda Gonzalez, Boston Emergency Medical Services. Ms. Carolyn Caton, City of Philadelphia Office of Emergency Management. Captain James Deniston, Fire Department of New York City. Mr. Paul Downing, Miccosukee Tribe of Indians of Florida. Ms. Nikki Fisher, Oregon District Attorneys Association. Mrs. Calais Hall, Transportation Security Administration, Virginia. Captain Blair Hardcastle, California Highway Patrol. Mr. Eric Huber, United States Coast Guard. Deputy Chief Louisa Jones, Portland Fire and Rescue, Oregon. Captain Noah Kotka, Seattle Fire Department. Mrs. Caitlin Kovach, Springfield, Greene County Office of Emergency Management. Chief Bob Kropa, Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Assistant Chief Ramey Kyle, Metropolitan Police Department, Washington, D.C. Lieutenant Todd McCluskey, Bloomington, Illinois Police Department. Deputy Patrol Agent in Charge, Eloy Morales Jr., U.S. Border Patrol, Texas. Ms. Kimber Pittman, City of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Supervising Fire Marshal Matthew Wilson, Fire Department of New York City. Please join me in another round of applause for our graduates. Please remain standing. Graduates, stand too for the benediction by Chaplain Chicoine.
Let us pray. Gracious God, thank you for the opportunity we have had to recognize the significant accomplishments of all who have graduated today. Thank you for the faithfulness of all the staff, faculty, and educators of the Naval Postgraduate School who have contributed so mightily to the success of each of these students. I'm reminded of the famous proverb that says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Just as all graduates leave here today sharpened by their experience at the Naval Postgraduate School, we ask that you use them to continue to sharpen the skills of all those around them. Finally, Lord, we ask that you continue to bless and use the Naval Postgraduate School as the refiner of educational excellence for our nation and its allies. We pray this in your glorious name today. Amen.
Thank you, chaps. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for today's commencement ceremony. On behalf of the President, Provost, and all of us at the Naval Postgraduate School, we are honored to celebrate this occasion with you. Please keep the aisles clear until the platform party and faculty have departed. On behalf of the Naval Postgraduate School Foundation and Alumni Association, you are all invited to a reception honoring our graduates in the Barbara McNitt Ballroom in Herman Hall immediately following this ceremony. We wish you continued success and fair winds in the journey ahead.